America's Army is a video game in which the player shoots to kill other soldiers. It was initially developed by the U.S. military to train recruits 14 years ago, but its commercial popularity has led to newer, more realistic and immersive versions of first-person shooting games. That's what's troubling pediatricians.
We've ratcheted up the violence on screen because our need for it, our appetite for it has increased dramatically.
Seattle Dr. Dimitri Christakis has long studied the effects of video and video violence on children and teens. He authored new recommendations by the American Academy of Pediatrics. It calls on pediatricians to examine what games their young patients play. A large body of research has already established the link to aggression as well as behavioral and emotional problems in children and teens. Christakis says it's time to update the conversation surrounding screen time.
It's less important from my perspective to focus on quantity and more important to focus on quality.
I'm 100% with it.
This Toronto child psychiatrist agrees with the recommendations. He says parents and even doctors may not realize the impact violent video games can have on young players.
And what people don't seem to understand is all these games are actually simulations. And simulations do affect people in terms not just knowledge and skill acquisition, but also attitudes and values.
With virtual reality video games on the horizon, the Canadian Pediatric Society is reviewing the research to develop its own guidelines. The article in Pediatrics states there is scientific consensus about the effects of virtual violence on children, so it's time to move on from the debate. Vic Adopia, CBC News, Toronto.